Hello, my name is John. We're going to have a talk about the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia. The Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, Kith, okay, and more to the point, we go back one, and this is where it really started, and it did. Because a lot of people have a lot of questions about the Constitution, where it's very, very easy and plain to understand what happened. You've got to keep going back through time. Okay? Now, the last time, in 1900, just before 1900 it was, the people of the states of Australia, okay, that they knew as Australia, South Australia being a province, agreed, everyone knows this, they agreed, okay, to that constitution. Now, what you aren't understanding is this, and you're saying the answer yourself. You're actually saying it, but you don't realise the word's got to come back into yourself. And that is, in the preamble, it says the people agreed. Didn't they not? They did. But what they did was agree on this document. And when that document, instrument, because it was never a document of law, ever, went to England, Queen Victoria amended, changed that instrument 70 times, 70. Then put her big fancy seal on it and sent it back to Australia. And everyone went, yay, we got a constitution now. Self-governing constitution. You missed the fact. Once again, the fact is, the document that come back, is that the same document that the people agreed on when it went across? No, the contract was changed. Two different pieces of paper. But at the same time, you want to tell me, yeah, it's lawful, that's where our lawful rights are. No, it doesn't work like that, people. Okay, that's why I allowed you. I say, okay, if he's not understanding that, I'll allow you to get to 1922, when the entity, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, ceased to exist in law. That was it, it's over, finished. You can't use it from that second forward. Okay, that's been the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, UK. It's UK legislation. Yeah? So you can't use it. Now you go to the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, Kith, that I say, because you didn't know it was Kith, you just looked at a document and went, oh, it's the same document, it's our Constitution. All the little fancy coat of arms up the top there are all the same, but it wasn't, it was different. They sent you back to referendum in 1999, and the Australian people, rejected it over 60%. Went, nah, we're not interested to be controlled by that piece of paper, by that document, not interested. So when it comes to the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, UK, the document that went across to England, Queen Victoria amended, changed 70 times, 70, then sent a different document, obviously, because now it's changed, back to Australia. So is that this one that she sent back, did the people back then agree to that one? No. They had to agree to this one now. Forget the Royal Assent, it's got nothing to do with it, because it's a different document. And then now we go to the Kith, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, Kith. Did you agree to that one? No. You rejected it. Okay, over 60% of the Australian people back in 1999 rejected it. But at the same time, you want to tell me it's lawful. You're jumping facts in law. And that's why you're in, if I say it like this is why you're in so much shit. Because you jump over the facts. You go, no, I'm not, no, we'll just leave that there and we'll keep going ahead. Oh yeah, this is where section 104.644, that's where our lawful right is. No, it doesn't work that way. That's the way you want it to work. And it doesn't work that way. You've got to go back to the fact. You can't jump over the fact. Once you hit that fact, either document come back, and you're looking at it going, well, that's a different document than we agreed on. Yeah. The other one, well, we rejected this at referendum. So they've got no binding power on you at all. Nothing. So I keep saying to people, Australia is lawless. Well, it's not lawless. There is a law here. And there is. Okay, you're just unaware of it. But that's why I say to you, there's nothing here. At all. There's nothing. Okay? And I thought, it's when I say this, because I can only speak the facts and you don't like it. And when I say, and I'm not going to say Aboriginal, go study Mark McMurtry's videos and he'll educate you on the wording called Aboriginal. Okay? I'm a white fella, yeah? I'm not black, I'm not white, that's what they call me, a white fella. And they call the other one a black fella. Okay? It's that simple. So if anyone takes that racist, wake up to yourself. Where do I come from? I come from heaven. Do you think there's obviously racism in heaven? So I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Okay, because you just hate the Chinese, but you love Chinese food. If the Chinese weren't here, there'd be no such thing as Chinese food. Yeah, everything's a real simple thing. Okay, so when I say to the black fella of Australia, the UN rose their flag here in 2020, wiped out all your jurisdictions. But you just don't take that on board. You're not interested in hearing that. You just want to jump over the fact. Some of you might even be unaware of that. That actually happened. That took place down at St Kilda in Melbourne. It's in book 2. It's there. You can see it with your own eyes. They raised the flag over this land. And as I stated in other videos, I had to wait for that and come in and raise mine over theirs. But when it comes to the simplicity of what's actually taken place here, you can't jump over the facts in law. You can't do it. If you people want to know what I know, you have to allow all the bad to come into you. You have to allow all the good to come into you. You have to allow the entire lot. That's why my father vested me with what I've got. Because he knew I would. He knew me. He created me. Yeah? So when it comes to the Constitution, it's not lawful, people. There's so many things about that instrument, okay, that it's just crazy where people try to uphold this thing. I don't care if it's got the St. Edward's crown on it. I don't care if it's got the imperial crown on it. Relevant to me, because both of them are null and void. I'm not going to repeat myself again because it's really simple to understand, and it really is. You know, there's so many things about the constitutions, the Australia Act even, all 3 of them. That's an insane document when you really understand that. It's a crazy, crazy document because it tells you what the Australian government was actually doing. And more to the point, to throw this one at you again, if your constitution, answer this question, people. If your constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, Kith, the UK, Imperial, I don't care which one you want to put at me, was so lawful, why did the Queen change the Royal Standard flag on the 25th of the 12th, 2010? Why did she do that? And that answer is in book 2. It's there. I've laid it out so plainly for you. Okay, there's so much going on here, and what your governments have done to you that it's eluding you because you're in a twisted world where, like I keep saying to you, I'm not in your world. I'm standing out here. I'm not in your relationship, so I can see it. Okay? There is. It's really simple stuff to understand. Don't make it rocket science. Don't jump over facts in law. Okay? That's how you'll find the facts. You don't jump over stuff. You don't reject stuff. You take it on board and go, oh, okay. Because what I've said to you, no one can rebut that. It's happened. But people want to instantly go here, straight after the fact, and go, oh, what about this, this, and this? I don't care about that because you haven't sorted this out yet. You've got to sort the fact out yet. You can't even step into the Constitution. And how do I know all this? We federated the council, the Australasian Federal Council, the Federal Council of Australasia. That's what we federated. So I'm going to tell you, explain it to you like this. Don't you think I know what the Constitution is? You just don't even know what the Federal Council is. And you're telling me that it's lawful. You're telling me all this stuff, and it's like, interesting. Become intelligent, people. Become intelligent. Become great. Not smart and not good. So I'm trying to get you to become intelligent, what your father created. My father created intelligent people. He didn't create good people, he created great people. And that's where he's got to get to. Stop rejecting the fact. Apart from that, I'm going to love yous and leave yous, because it's quite simple to understand that, eh?